Hey, what's up, beautiful people? This is your boy D Blancas coming right back at you with one more video. I know how excited you are about these videos. I'm excited. I love making these videos. Hopefully you enjoy them a lot. Okay, so now at this point, what we're going to do is exercise 7. Cool? The rest of the exercises are going to be very similar to this. So earlier in the video, I explained the types of transformations, the rigid motions. We had reflection, we had rotation, and we had translation. We have one more transformation. All right, there's a fourth transformation. And that fourth transformation is called the dilation. So 4 transformations. I'm going to write this over here. 4 transformations. All right. And again, we had reflection, which is a rigid motion. We have rotation, which is another rigid motion. And then we had translation. That's the third rigid motion. So I'm just going to draw right here off to the side. I'm going to write rigid motions. Okay. But the fourth one, it's the dilation. It's what we've been working on. That's not a rigid motion, but it is a transformation because we are making our object, our image, we're making it bigger or we're making it smaller, right? Depending on the scale factor. The thing that all 4 of these have in common, they preserve angle. So I'm going to write angle measurements. That's what the 4 have in common. All right, these 3 preserve distance, which is what I wrote in the beginning of the video. But all 4 preserve angle measurements. Cool. So let's see what number 7 asks us to do. It says, and I quote, a dilation with center O. All right, so we don't have center O. So that's the first thing we need to find. All right, so I'm going to write, where is it? All right, so we need to find center O. And scale factor R. All right, so we don't know the scale factor. So that's what we're going to have to find. Find scale, if I can spell, find scale factor. Takes A to A prime and B to B prime. Find the center O, all right, which is what we noticed, and estimate the scale factor, which is the second thing we need to find out. So there are several ways to do this, all right? So A to A prime, I'm just going to connect them. I'm going to draw them like that. All right, that's A to A prime. I'm going to do the same thing from B to B prime. Let's line them up, and then let's connect them. Just like so. Where they intersect, so they intersect right here, that is your center O. Where they intersect. So that was easy. We found center O. Booyah. What now? Cool. And now we need to find the scale factor. So let's measure how far O is from A. So right here from the center to A. So use your compass, line it up, which is about there. Then let's see how far that is. Ooh, they're the same distance. So this is a scale factor of, this is 1. This is a scale factor of 2. Because I was able to move it twice. So right now, my scale factor is 2. Let's see if it's the same thing for B. So line this up. So there you go. It's lined up. So there's my first one. And let's see if it's the exact same distance. It is. It is the same distance. So this is another scale factor of 2. Because I was able to make 2 marks. R equals 2. The scale factor is the same for both. So that means that's the legit scale factor. All right. So r equals 2, and we found our center. And that's really just it. Some of these problems are going to be a little bit more difficult. They give you the scale factor, they give you the center, and then you just need to move a 3 times. So a scale factor of 3. So this will be 1, then we'll go over here, then maybe somewhere over here. Same thing with b. Here's 1, and we can draw the line. I'll do number 8 together. This is given the center O, scale factor R, and points A and B. Find the points, compare the length. All right, so we're just gonna do this. And then we're just gonna do this. Maybe a little bit more. Boom. So mark your A and your B. Your A to O, A to O, which is about there, about there. So that's 3. So this was 1, 2, 3. This is my new A prime. Do the same thing from O to B. Let's measure this, O to B. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's my new B prime. All right. And lastly, all they wanted you to do was measure A to B. So here you do use a ruler, right? So you'll measure how much it is. It should come out to, depending on the units that you use, I'm gonna use centimeters for this, but it should come out to about 4.2 centimeters, right? And then from A to B, so I'm gonna write centimeters, A to B, you measure that, and that should come out to 12.6 centimeters, which makes sense because our scale factor is 3, so it should be 3 times the amount. And this is what you're doing for 7, 8, 9, and all of that. Cool. Hopefully it's not that tough. I know the rotations and the reflections, the rigid motions were difficult, but hopefully this dilation is a little bit easier. Okay. With that, go ahead and do the exit ticket now for lesson 6. If you don't have it, get it from me or Miss Chavarria. Once you finish it, we'll stamp it, and then if you understand and you did it correctly, you can move on to lesson 7. All right, well, that concludes our lesson for today. And with that, I say, peace out, Girl Scout. Hey, so what are we working on right now?
I'm trying to find the dilation of a parallelogram with using the scale factor of 2.
Okay. Hey friend, so
Hi.
what's your plan of attack for this problem?
Okay, so since it says 1.5, I figured out that O to the point is always 1, so all you have to do is bisect that length and then make 1/2 after the point. So it's like, that's 1 and then 1/2 of that.
Interesting. Thank you.